This clip is a sneak peek from one of our Patterns Plus video series. If you'd like to see the full video and more videos like it, please consider subscribing via the link in the description. Patterns Plus gives access to exciting new video series we are working on. These include special scholarly interviews on various biblical archaeology topics and evidences. Your subscription goes towards supporting our work on new Patterns of Evidence films and other Bible-affirming projects that help preserve and pass on the historical credibility of the Bible. Thank you so much for your support, and please consider coming alongside us in this important mission.
So, the Star of Bethlehem, did they see the star as an omen of something to come?
I believe that they did, and here I'm drawing upon the work of a Swedish gentleman named Kilman. He's the one who brought this to us. I had been looking all through the primary sources, the Greek and Roman primary sources, and that's how I happened to come across the work of Mr. Kilman, who had gotten his hands on the Mesopotamian documents. The rising of the Star of Bethlehem is, and in my thinking and in the thinking of a lot of us who have studied this, it is the emergence of Jupiter with Venus very near to it, coming up over the horizon in the east. And that was in 3 BC. It was in August. Now, every morning, if you look before the sun comes up, you see on the eastern horizon, you'll see some stars, and you'll see the sunlight starting to wash them out. Every day, another sliver of sky comes up over the horizon. The heliacal rising of a planet or a star is when it comes up over the horizon for the first time and the sun hasn't washed it out. In the various astrological systems, that could signal a birth. Now, here's the thing, though, about Jupiter being so close to Venus. The omens list says that when Venus enters Jupiter, this is threatening. It is threatening to the king. Someone will kill the king and the dynasty will change. Our Magi, if they were following the Mesopotamian astrological systems, they weren't happy to see the Star of Bethlehem. That's the beginning of our star. Now, not long after that, Jupiter, which is regarded as the king's star in all systems, Jupiter comes into the constellation known as the Lion or Leo, and there is a bright star there called Regulus, one of the 4 brightest stars in the sky. Jupiter has its conjunction with that star, Regulus, then it moves past that star. I'm talking about now from night after night after night. It moves past Regulus, but it comes to a stopping point. This is really important to understand the stopping point or the station. If you look at the minute hand of an analog clock, well, you don't see it move. But if you come back an hour later, it has moved. That's how it is with the planets in the sky. The fixed stars don't move. Orion's belt is always going to be Orion's belt. It's never going to morph into Orion's suspenders, and the Big Dipper is never going to morph into the Big Skillet. The fixed stars always stay where they are, but the planets in their orbits move, and from night to night you see that they have moved. Now, due to a solar system scale optical illusion, the planets also at times appear to stop against the stars. They reverse direction, they stop again before they move forward. That's what Jupiter did. It had its conjunction with Regulus, it stopped, it went backwards to Regulus, past Regulus, stopped again, and then continued its forward motion. In the omens list, it says when Jupiter does this with Regulus, it is ominous. Someone will rise and kill the king. Go out and do what you have to do to make peace. Send a soldier, an ambassador. There's a terrible thing about to happen and you have to stop it. That's the warning. So now there are two warnings.